Good af- hmm, Good afternoon. I wasn't sure if it already had started or not. Hello. Well, welcome back. My name is Tereney. If you have not practiced along with me yet, truly appreciate you being here. Just to give you a heads up, especially if you're watching this later, I do start the feed about 10-15 minutes before we actually start practicing. So if you look in the description box, there will be a place where you can click the timestamp so you can skip straight to where class will start. However, I believe you can see the live chat in the playback, so I am including a link to another YouTube channel that is providing the music for today. It's the channel called Meditative Mind, and we are working on the heart chakra today. And some beautiful hang drum music with some nice tonal frequencies going on to help really stimulate the heart space, break up some of that stuff that might be blocking it, and allow us to breathe a little easier, think a little clearer, feel a lot better. But I did want to focus on a book that I've been reading for a training that I'm in. I'm in the Black Lives Matter Rocket Yoga 100-hour teacher training that's been going on all month long. And one of the books that we're reading is called Skill in Action by Michelle Cassandra Johnson, this lovely book here. And there's a portion of it that I wanted to read from the first chapter just because it really resonated with me. Honestly, the whole book is just absolutely amazing, and I'm about halfway through it right now. But man, everything that I've read so far has been some deep stuff, and I'm hoping that at some point, every single person that holds a yoga teacher training is using this book in their curriculum because it is necessary and it is important. Yoga is so much more than just learning about the postures and the Sanskrit and the breathing and all of that. There's so many other things to it because yoga is life. Yoga is a big part of life. So if we don't, or if we ignore the social things going on, or at least all of the things going on in the outside world and in the rest of our lives, just for the sake of breathing deeper or being able to do the splits or get into a handstand, we're really doing ourselves a disservice about the true transformation that yoga can give us. So within this excerpt, I wanted to kind of go through this portion where she describes yoga being a matter of life and death, or at least, not that serious, but it's that serious. But I'm going to give it a few more minutes. Please take the time that you need to get yourself set up. If you have a designated space that you're practicing in, I recommend that you make it as distraction-free as possible. Take your phone away if you're not using it for, say, music or something. If you are using it for music, turn it on Do Not Disturb. Turn the ringer all the way on silent, no vibrate whatsoever. I prefer the Do Not Disturb just because no notifications can pop up and distract me from my practice and things like that. If you prefer a quieter place, find a place in your home or some space where noise isn't as much of an issue. Make sure your mat's ready and in the right place. Make sure you have any blocks or props that you would like to use. If you don't have blocks, there are plenty of things around the house that you could use to help elevate your hands or anything that you would like to support. Maybe a chair for some of the things that we do standing. But a strap could be replaced with a scarf, a very long scarf, a belt, the sash of your robe, things like that. Any cushions, pillows, blankets, whatever that you want to use, please have them nearby so that you don't have to worry about going to get them in the middle of your practice and kind of taking your focus off of what's happening on this awesome space, But again, yes, I'm so grateful to have you all here. We're still collecting donations for I Look Like Love. They are a Dallas-based nonprofit organization that provides diapers for families in need. So what I've been doing is you can either donate directly to them if you are on social media. Their Instagram is at I Look Like Love. Or you can donate straight to my Cash App, and I'll donate directly to them. So my Cash App tag is my name. Boom. So just a couple things. I want to do what I can to help support local nonprofit organizations because of the impact that they do have. It may not always be huge, but because it helps anyone, that is huge. You've made a huge impact in someone else's life. So any amount is welcome. $1, $10, 20, whatever you want. Like, please, like, if you have it within your budget and it within your heart, any donation is accepted and truly appreciated. But yeah, I'm still super excited to be offering these classes. The whole inspiration behind this was needing something to give back to the community after all of that turmoil of the start of the protests for justice, for police brutality, and just racism across the board. At least that's what it's kind of turned into at this point. And seeing the images of, Black people in this country being brutalized and murdered can be very harmful. And what I wanted to do was provide you guys a space where you can not necessarily tune it, but take a break from it. Come back and collect your thoughts, collect your breath, collect your mind, so that you can go back into the world clearer and more capable of taking on some of these things and continuing the fight for justice and equality and just righting the wrongs in a more clear headspace. I'm not a protesting type of person. Plus, with the pandemic going on and having a pre-existing condition and all those same things in my family, I have chosen to keep myself indoors. And it felt weird not being able to provide some type of something to the movement. And this is my contribution. And with this book, and this book came right on time. I'm like, this is the perfect thing to get into ways that we can use what we do on our mats out into the rest of the world as well. So when we get a little closer to 12, I'll actually read the section that I wanted to give you guys to kind of give us a little motivation through our practice today about opening our hearts, opening our minds, breathing, because all those things are extremely important. But I am also realizing I don't have my glasses on, and I think I'm doing okay to see, but I also am not charging my laptop, so let me go get my laptop charger. There we go. That's more like it. Now we got some juice. All right, I think I'll go ahead and start the Instagram feed in another minute, just because they're super strict about that hour. I've been doing a project called DFW Yoga in Black, where I bring on other Black yoga instructors in the Dallas area to just kind of introduce themselves, and an extra platform for people to see their faces, get to know them, understand who they are, find out where their classes are. And it's been really fun, but man, that hour cutoff is harsh. And they only give you like 30 seconds warning before they're like, okay, you're done, bye. I need more time. Oh, also, quick forewarning, if my internet decides to be a weirdo, I will start over with a new link. So be sure to go back to my channel and find the new link, and we'll continue where we left off. Come back and regroup. All right, it is 12, so let me get the Instagram people going, and we'll get started. Okay. All right. So hello, Instagram. Hello, YouTube. I've already talked to you guys a little bit, but for those that are just joining in, thank you so much. I wanted to start this class today with a portion of this book called Skill in Action, just something that we've been reading in the Black Lives Matter Rocket Yoga teacher training that's going on right now. And it is a phenomenal book about how to I'm going to read exactly what it says. Skill in Action, radicalizing your yoga practice to create a just world. And it is all about using yoga to help continue that transformation from within for the self, but also for the rest of the community and the world. But there was a part that is in chapter 1 that defines what skill in action is, and it's under the life and death section. And without reading the whole thing, I wanted to just read the one paragraph that really resonated with me the most. I'm going to pause the music so you guys can hear very well. So, not being able to define your reality takes the breath away. Being told that there is a level playing field when you don't even know that there is a field, starting line, or way to gain an advantage takes away the breath. Being conditioned to believe that you are inferior as a person, inhibiting your ability to have a fair chance at a job, housing, a bank loan, equitable education for your family, and yourself takes away the breath. Being conditioned to believe that we are post-racial, that we have transcended the conditions that enslaved my great-grandmother Angie and liberated me because I was privileged enough to have access to an education that afforded me the right to try to fight injustice from within the system takes away the breath. Oppression takes the breath away. And when we aren't breathing, we are unable to reach a state of reorganization and homeostasis. We die. Some yogis believe that we should think about our death every day, that we should recognize with each passing moment that we are dying so that we might change the way that we live. We are dying. We need to change the way that we are living. And that hit me right in the heart, because there are so many instances in daily life that we don't realize that the things that happen either stop our breath short or just make us completely hold our breath in, like, for a period of time. We're not breathing at all. But as a collective, all of these things that she listed made me realize us as a country, we're not breathing at all. We are stuck. We are at a standstill and we are dying. And it's not just Black people at the hands of racial injustice, it's all of us. We are all dying because we are holding ourselves back with all of these things that we've decided are okay to just happen, and they're not. So with that excerpt in mind, I wanted us to focus on being able to breathe, taking the time to stop, let go of all those things that go on within our heads, in the world, that distract us from healing ourselves from within and then being able to heal the rest of the world. But we can't do that if we're slowly dying by suffocating ourselves, by continuing these things. So stop, let them go, breathe in, breathe out, and start to change from inside, because we can't keep going on like this at all. So with that said, I wanted us to start our class today with focusing on our breath, and the rest of the class focusing on opening from our hearts. So if you would please join me at your mat. Come on to the top of your mat. Take a comfortable seat. And that could be anything you like. If you prefer to sit on a cushion or a block, your knees bent and the hips towards the heels, sitting up tall, you could stay here. If you prefer sit bones to the ground and legs crossed in front, or sit bones to a block or cushion with legs crossed in front, you could do this as well. But rest your hands on top of your lap. Open your palms up to the room. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth. Exhale the air all the way out. Push it out with force. Inhale, strong, long breath through the nose. Open your mouth. Exhale out. Push it out with force. Inhale, breathe in, refill. Open your mouth. Push the air out. Last one. Inhale through the nose all the way to the top of your throat. Fill up. Exhale, open the mouth. Close your lips. Inhale, just regularly, but keep it through the nose. I want you to take a look at your right hand. Identify your index finger and your middle finger. Hold them in towards your palm to keep your ring finger and your pinky finger exposed, and your thumb points out as well. Take a little alternate nostril breathing here. So bring the hand in front of the face with the index finger and middle finger down. On an inhale, press your thumb into your right nostril. Deep breath in through the left side. Exhale through the left side. Close your left side. Open your right nostril. Inhale through the right side. Exhale through the right. Close your right side with your thumb. Open up your left. Inhale. Exhale through the left. Close the left. Open the right. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Close the right. Open the left. Inhale. Hold your breath. Close the left. Open the right. Exhale out of the right side. Inhale through your right nostril. Hold your breath at the top. Close your right side. Open your left. Exhale out of your left nostril. Keep going. Inhale through the left. Hold the breath. Pinch the nose. Open the right. Exhale through the right. Release your hand down to the mat or your knee. Take a few breaths in and out through both nostrils. Feel the air flowing in, cool, crisp, clean. And exhale out, warm, slightly dewy. Breathe in, breathe out. Enjoy the air flowing through the body. We take this action for granted because it is something that we do autonomously. We don't have to think about it. We just breathe. But our mind is a powerful, powerful thing within ourselves. Our bodies react as well. So when certain things that are outside of our body happen to us, we can subconsciously be holding our breath. That autonomous action stops right in its tracks. And we're not always cognizant of that. Stay aware of your breath when stress starts to enter your mind or into your body. Notice how it feels. So when we did the alternate nostril breathing, especially if this was your first time doing something like that, stress tends to occur in the body when we hold the breath and stop that action of replenishing ourselves with oxygen and pushing the carbon dioxide out. We tense up. We lose focus. We panic. If we are not breathing, we are in a state of panic. With the state of the world that it is in now, we're in a panic and not breathing. So take that deep breath in through the nose. Feel the air come in. Push it out. Another inhale. Take advantage of this opportunity. Exhale. It is not promised. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. Flutter your eyes open. Inhale, bring the shoulders up towards the ears. Squeeze them up tight. Exhale, bring your shoulder blades together. Pinch an imaginary pencil in between your shoulder blades and slide the pencil down your spine towards your hips. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, squeeze the ears in, or the shoulders in towards the ears. Exhale, bring the shoulder blades together, slide them down, pull your heart forward. One more inhale, squeeze the shoulders up. Exhale, shoulder blades come together, slide down, let your heart shine forward. Rest your shoulders right where they are. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up towards your thumbs, palms touch at the top. Exhale, swan dive the arms down to the sides. Inhale, sweep the arms back up to the ceiling, look up to thumbs. Connect your breath with your movement. Exhale, swing the arms back down with control. One more. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look up. Exhale, bring the arms down. Inhale, bring the arms up, palms touch at the top, look up to your thumbs. Exhale, take your right hand down, keep the left arm up, lift the chest up towards the ceiling. Then exhale, reach the left hand over towards the right side, still lifting from the chest. And then thrust your left ribs out towards the left side. Open up through every single rib bone. You can let your head be heavy or turn your gaze up towards the ceiling. But send your breath into the left side of your lungs. Fill up and stretch from the base of your left hip all the way up through your left pinky. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, stretch a little further towards the left, right. Inhale, come all the way up to center. Let the right arm pull up to the top, palms touch. Exhale, bring the left hand down to the ground. Stretch the right hand over to the left. Again, let your head be heavy or turn your gaze up towards the ceiling. Keep the heart lifted. Send your right ribs out further towards the right side and pull your right hip down towards the ground. Inhale, stretch the right pinky up and away from the body. Full breath out. Inhale, come back up to center. Left hand reaches up, look up to your thumbs. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Deep breath in, lengthen your spine, sit up tall, look straight forward. Exhale, twist over to the right, take your right hand behind the back, left hand outside your right knee to twist over to the right side. Your shoulders start to open up. You can keep your gaze straight over to the right, or start to turn your chin towards your right shoulder, looking towards the back of your mat. Inhale for a long spine, pull your navel in towards your spine. Exhale, press your hand into your knee a little further for a deeper twist. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, turn your chin back towards the front. Exhale, unwind, bring your hands back to heart center. Inhale, find length through your spine, look straight forward. Exhale, turn your shoulders towards the left, bring your left hand behind the back, right hand outside your left knee, and send your gaze to the left, or turn to look towards the back of your mat. Inhale, press into the left hand to lengthen the spine, pull your navel in towards your spine. Exhale, press your right hand into your knee to deepen the twist. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look back towards the top of your mat. Exhale, unwind, bring hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the hands up, look up towards the thumbs. Exhale, bring the hands down to the ground, lean forward, and start to walk your hands further up towards the top of your mat or past it. You could also bring the elbows down to the mat if you have a block. You can use a block for under the hands, or under the forearms, or under the forehead, with the hands stretched overhead, or no block at all, and forehead can come down. Let your head be heavy. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Pull your navel in towards your spine. Squeeze your abdominal section. Then exhale, fall in a little deeper into the forward fold. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, slowly start to walk your hands back up towards your legs. Bring the hands all the way back behind the hips. Fingertips point towards the hips. Inhale, press the chest up towards the ceiling. Tip the head back for a little back bend. Pull your tailbone down towards the ground, but send your sternum up towards the ceiling. One more deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, press into the hands. Use your core strength to come up. Bring your hands to your knees. Pull the navel in towards the spine. Start to round your spine, pressing your back towards the back of the mat. Tuck your chin and look towards your navel. Use your hands to kind of catch your knees to keep you from rolling back. Inhale, pull onto the knees. Use their arm strength to pull the chest forward. You can flare the tailbone up and back and look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, pull the navel in, tuck the chin, round the spine. Hold onto the knees. Inhale, pull onto the knees, pull the chest forward, send your tailbone towards the back of the mat, and look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, come back to sit up tall. Rest your hands on top of the knees. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, take a look down at your legs. Keep the arms lifted. Whatever leg is in front, switch it so that it is now in the back. Bring the hands down to the mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, start to walk your hands forward or come down to your forearms or bring the forehead to the ground. Take your forward fold over your folded legs. Inhale to pull your chest forward. Exhale, sink in a little deeper. Let your head be heavy. Soften your jaw. Release tension in your shoulders. Pull them away from your ears. And find a balance between softness and engagement in your belly. Have it engaged enough that you're keeping your core firm, but soft enough that you can soften into the forward fold a little deeper. Inhale, slowly come all the way up. Walk your hands back up towards the legs. Exhale, bring the hands behind the back. Inhale, pull the chest up towards the ceiling. Tip the head back. Press into the hands. Pull the tailbone down towards the mat. Deep breath in. And full breath out. One more. Inhale. Keep the heart lifted. Full exhale. Inhale. Press into the hands. Use your core. Come up to a seat. Bring the hands to the knees. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Bring your hands to the top of the mat. Start to shift your way into tabletop position. Come to all fours. Hands and knees pressed into the mat. Hands about shoulder width apart. Shoulders stacked right over the wrists. Knees are hip width apart with your hips stacked right on top of the knees. If you would like a little stability and less pressure onto your knees, tuck your toes. If you would like a stretch through the top of your foot and your ankles, lay the top of the feet down. Inhale, squeeze that abdominal section right into the front of the belly. Pull the navel in towards the spine. Full engagement in your belly. Start to send your sit bones straight back towards the back wall. Inhale to press into the hands, lifting the chest further away from the mat. Full exhale, stay here completely engaged. Inhale, release the engagement. Pull your belly button down towards the ground. Send your tailbone up to the ceiling. Look up towards the sky. Exhale, press into your hands. Tuck your tailbone down even further. Round the spine. Tuck your chin. Look towards your navel. Cat pose. Inhale, go back down. Belly button pulls down. Tailbone up towards the sky. Chin up towards the sky for cow pose. Inhale. That's exhale. Round the spine. Tuck the chin. Tuck the tailbone. Look to the navel for cat pose. Inhale for cow pose. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Pull the heart down towards the ground. Open it up. Exhale. Pull everything up and in around the spine. Cat pose. Do two more on your own breath. Inhale for cow and exhale for cat. Make the movements as exaggerated as you can and use your entire breath to move. Full breath in for a cow and full breath out for a cat. Inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Press into the hands. Everyone tuck your toes. Inhale, lift your knees 2 inches off the ground. Firmly press into the hands. Stay here for 5. 4, let the knees hover. 3, strong core. 2, 1, lower the knees down. Untuck your toes. Melt your hips back towards your heels. Stretch the arms overhead. Bring your forehead a little closer to the ground. Let the head be heavy and relax in child's pose. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, send your breath right between the shoulder blades. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, look back to the top of the mat. Come back to tabletop. Tuck the toes. Full exhale, engage the belly. Inhale, press into the hands, lift the knees 2 inches off the ground. Turbo dog for 5, 4, 3. Keep breathing for 2, 1. Lower the knees down, untuck the toes. Melt the hips back to the heels again for another child's pose. Inhale into the space between your shoulder blades. Exhale, release any tension that you feel in your body. One more, full breath in. Exhale, let it all go. Inhale, come back up to tabletop. Exhale, tuck your toes. Inhale, press into the hands, lift the knees, straighten the legs, lift the tailbone up to the ceiling, creating that upside down V shape that we all know as downward facing dog. Press firmly into all 10 fingertips and into the knuckles right where the fingers meet the palms. Squeeze your index finger and your thumb towards each other to lift the center of the palm away from the mat. Send that energy all the way up through your arms, into your shoulders, through the spine, over the hips, down the legs, and through the heels as they melt down towards the mat. Inhale, come up high onto the toes, lift the heels off the ground. Exhale, pull the heels down towards the mat. Inhale, lift up onto the toes. Exhale, lower the heels down. Now this time, inhale, bend your right knee, pull your left heel down towards the mat. Exhale to switch. Inhale, bend your right knees, straighten out your left leg, pull the heel down. Exhale, switch, bend the left knee, pull the right heel down. One more, inhale. Keep pressing into all 10 fingertips. Exhale, switch your legs. Good. Inhale, come up high onto both toes. Exhale, pull the heels down, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to your hands, shift your shoulders on top of your wrists, lower the heels down or hips down halfway for high plank. Take a deep breath in here, press to the hands, look forward. Exhale, lower your knees down. Bend the elbows, lower your chest down, squeeze the arms in tight towards the body. With control, come all the way down to the mat. Hands right next to the ribs, underneath the shoulders. Inhale, peel your shoulders and your chest off the mat. Press into the hands, straighten the arms for cobra pose. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips all the way up for downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look back to the top of the mat. Shift the shoulders back on top of the wrist. Lower down into a high plank. Deep breath in to hold the plank. Press into the hands. Exhale. You can lower the knees down or keep the knees lifted and bend the elbows. Squeeze them in tight. Lower down halfway for chaturanga or come all the way down to the mat with control. Inhale, peel the chest up for cobra or press into the hands, press into the tops of the feet, lift the thighs off the ground for upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips all the way up, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look to the top of the mat, bend your knees and start to walk your feet forward. Come to a half lift at the end, hands to shins, lift up, flat back, look forward. Exhale, reach down for the ground. Crown of the head reaches down to the ground. Sit bones pull up towards the ceiling for a forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you like and bring the belly towards the thighs. Inhale, hands to the shins, straighten the legs, lift up halfway, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, reach down for the ground. Crown of the head down to the ground, forward fold. Inhale, straighten the legs, half lift, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, reach the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press into the feet. Roll the spine all the way up to stand tall. Sweep your arms up, palms touch at the top. Look up to your thumbs. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, lift your toes off the ground. Press into the balls of your feet. Bring weight into your heels, just a tad more. Fan your toes out and slowly lower them back down to the mat. Spread out wide. Inhale, pull your sit bones down towards your heels. Roll the tops of your hips up and back. Take another breath in to lift your sternum up. Point it straight forward. Shine your heart straight forward towards the top of the mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Then lift the chin so that it's parallel to the ground and slide the chin back. If you need to use your hand, use your fingers, slide it back. Stand firm. Stand tall. And honor your breath. Deep inhale. Full exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Bring weight into your left foot. Step your right foot all the way back and turn to the long edge of your mat. Wide stance. Your toes facing the long edge of your mat. Keep hands at heart center. Turn your right toes towards the back of the mat. And then take a deep lunge into the right knee. Stack the knee over the ankle. Left toes are still pointed towards the long edge of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms out into a T for warrior two. Pull your right knee back towards your pinky toe. If you look down, you should be able to see your big toe. And then start to roll the inside of your left thigh towards the center of your mat. Take your arms out into a T. Look towards your right fingertips. Inhale, straighten out the right leg. Reach both arms up, look to the thumbs. Exhale, press back down into your warrior two. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Reach the arms up. Exhale, press back down into warrior two. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Reach the arms up. Keep the right leg straight. Exhale, take the arms out into a T. Inhale to find length through your spine. Press into your left foot. Exhale, reach your right fingertips forward. Press into the right foot to find softness in your right knee. Take one more full breath in. Exhale, lower the right hand down to your leg. Reach the left arm up for a triangle pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. Start up high onto the leg. If you would like to slide the hand down to get in a little deeper and stretch through the side body, slide the hand down towards the foot a little more. You can also use a block at the inside of your foot for a little extra support and stability. But open your chest up towards the long edge of your mat. You can keep the gaze down towards your hand and foot placed on the mat, or look up towards your extended left thumb. Deep breath in, pull your chest back, push your hips forward. Full breath out. Inhale, grab onto your block if you used it. Come all the way up, take the arms back out into a T. Turn your right toes back towards the long edge of your mat. Turn the left toes towards the top. Switch your grip onto your block, into your left hand, and place it down onto the ground on the inside of the foot. Inhale, come back up tall. Exhale, dive into your left knee. Stack the knee over the left ankle for warrior two. Pull the knee back towards the pinky toe for an inhale. Exhale, press into the right foot and pull your sit bones down towards the mat. Inhale, press into the left foot, straighten the leg, reach the arms up. Exhale, press back down into warrior two. Inhale, straighten the left leg, reach the arms up. Exhale, press back down into warrior two. Inhale, press into the left leg, reach the arms up. Keep the left leg lengthened and exhale, take the arms out into a T, look towards your left fingers. Inhale for lengthen your spine. Exhale, press into the right foot. Reach your left fingertips forward. Bump your hip out towards the right. Take a deep breath in. Find the length into your spine once again. Press into the left foot. Softness in the front knee. Exhale, bring the left hand down to the leg. Right hand reaches up to the ceiling. Start up high. And as you send your breath into your right side body, start to slide the hand down a little further towards your ankle or your foot, or bring your hand to a block for additional stability. Keep your gaze down towards your foot or up towards your extended hand. But pull your chest back and send your hips forward. Keep pressing into both feet actively, softness into your extended front leg to avoid any hyperextension. Full breath into the right side ribs. Full exhale. Inhale, slowly come up, back your arms into a T. Exhale, move your block out of the way if you had one. Step your right foot back up to meet your left, hands to heart center. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up to the ceiling. Exhale, hinge at the hips, reach the hands down to the ground. Forward fold, look towards your navel. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins, lift up halfway, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step back into a high plank. Take an inhale, press into the hands, engage the core. Exhale, lower down however you like, knees and chest, down to chaturanga or controlled all the way down to the mat. Inhale, press into the hands, peel the shoulders and chest up for cobra or upward facing dog, lifting the thighs. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips all the way up, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look to your hands. Start to walk your feet forward, but take the feet outside your pinkies towards the long edges of your mat. So take a deep squat, bend the knees, and lower the hips down towards the ground. If you would like to pop a squat onto a block, bring the block in at whatever height feels the most comfortable on your knees and your lower back. Come up high onto, not necessarily high, but bring your elbows into your inner knees. Bring the hands to heart center and press the elbows into the knees to send the knees away from each other and open through your inner thighs. Hold the tailbone down towards the ground. Lift the crown of your head up towards the ceiling to lengthen your spine. And send your breath into your inner thighs. Garland pose, malasana, yogi squat, several different names for it. If you are not using the block, continue to send your sit bones down towards the ground. But roll your shoulders back, look forward, and lengthen your spine. If you have crow pose in your practice, give it a try if you'd like. If you'd rather stay in malasana, you can stay, but if you're taking crow, bring the hands down to the mat. Take the knees up into the armpits as far as you can. Rest them on the triceps. Lean your weight into your hands. Keep the toes connected to the mat. If you would like to just get a little feel for how it feels, but have the hips up super high. If you'd like to give it a little bit more, you can take one foot at a time off the ground. If you'd like to be a little more daring, give a little bit more weight into your hands. Peep the feet up, little bitty peeps, and come down. Or hold. If you decide to hold, come down either toes to the ground or shoot back and flow through a vinyasa. If you're still in malasana, bring the hands down to the mat. We'll all step our feet back, find that high plank, and lower down to the ground with the elbows in tight towards the ribs. Inhale, peel up for cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Relax your neck, look towards your navel. Deep breath out. Inhale, look to your hands. Step your way forward, cross your ankles at the top, lower the hips down and take a seat. Stretch the legs out long and make sure you have at least one block handy for any assistance that you would like. Inhale, sit bones, root into the mat, reach the arms up, flex the toes. Exhale, pull the belly down towards the thighs, chest down towards the legs, and then let the hands rest down onto the mat or catch onto your legs, ankles, sides of the feet, or peace fingers around the big toes. Inhale, look towards your toes, pull your chest forward towards your feet. Exhale, come back into the forward fold, look down towards your legs. Deep breaths in and out. Send your breath into your lower back. Feel it expand on the inhale. Exhale sends you in a little deeper into your fold. If you're feeling a lot behind your hamstrings or behind your knees, find a gentle lift on your knees and pull your belly towards your thighs a little more. Relax your shoulders. Inhale slowly brings you all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands behind your back with your fingertips pointing towards your hips. Bend your knees, plant your feet at about hip width apart. Inhale, press into the feet, lift the hips, coming into reverse tabletop. And exhale, release your head down towards the back of the mat. Full breath in, keep the hips lifted, press into the feet. Full exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale slowly, lower the hips down. Bring the feet together, take the knees wide, catch on to the ankles or the insides of your feet and spread them open like there's a very interesting story written right onto the soles of your feet. I'm sure they do have a fantastic story to tell. But inhale, send your heart forward, lengthen your spine, look forward. Exhale, pull your chest down towards your feet. You can keep the elbows in and press them into the inner thighs to help open, or take them out towards the front of the shins to give you a little bit more space to forward fold. And then take a look down towards your feet and let your shoulders relax. One more deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale slowly rolls you all the way up. Bring your hands underneath your knees and squeeze the knees towards each other with assistance. Plant your feet to the mat. Cup your hands underneath the back of your thighs, right underneath your knees. Rock back onto your sit bones. Find balance and float your heels off the ground. Stay here for 5. 4, if you'd like, you can lift the legs. 3, 2, 1. Curl the spine and slowly roll all the way back. Plant your feet down to the mat. Knees are still pointed up to the ceiling. Feet hip width and a little close to your hips, enough that you can tickle the heels with your fingertips. Press the hands into the mat, long at the sides of the body. Lift the hips enough that you can press your lower back into the mat. Take a deep breath in. Magnetize the thighs towards each other. Exhale, press your lower back into the mat even further. Inhale, press into the feet, lift the hips for bridge pose. Stay here or squeeze the shoulder blades together and continue to pull the heart forward. Interlace the fingers behind the back and press the pinkies into the mat. Let the thighs squeeze towards each other. They don't have to touch, but let them want to come together. And inhale, press into the feet a little more. Continue to breathe deeply. One more deep breath in, lift up a little higher. Exhale, release your grip if you had one. Slowly roll the spine all the way down. The hips are the last thing to touch the ground. Inhale to bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around. Give yourself a big hug. Rock side to side if you'd like a little lower back massage. Or stay And keep the knees drawn in and pull the tailbone down towards the mat. Gentle tuck of the chin to lengthen your spine. Inhale, bring the knees together, bring the ankles together. Press the feet up towards the ceiling and straighten out the legs. Rest your arms out to the sides. Deep breath in for waterfall. Full breath out. Keep breathing. Relax your jaw. Soften your shoulders. But keep the legs and the core engaged to keep your body upright. Well, I guess your legs, technically. One more deep breath in. Exhale slowly, with control. Lower your heels down towards the mat. Continue to breathe. And once the heels touch the mat, take a moment to take a deep breath in. Full breath out. From here, you may either stay and take a Shavasana laying down, and that can be your meditation posture. If you prefer to be seated, now is your time to move into a comfortable seated position to continue your meditation. If you're taking Shavasana, take as much space as you can on your mat and off. Spread out wide and allow yourself to surrender into the ground below. Relax every muscle, but keep your focus on your breath, concentrating on inhale and exhale. If you've chosen to come to a seat, whether it's to the mat, with a cushion or block underneath the hips, or even against the wall, find a position that allows you to promote a long spine. Make sure the knees feel comfortable. So if you do need to elevate, bring the hips up enough that your knees start to feel a little pressure come off. Rest your hands into your lap however you like. Close your eyes. Allow your shoulders to rest away from your ears. Feel the air in through the lungs, down into the belly. And exhale all the way out. Soften your jaw. Come back to that feeling of your breath moving through your body. Feel the openness that it gives, the expansion. But know that it carries things with it. Every inhale brings in something new. Every exhale pushes something else away that we want to get rid of. Start to deepen your breath. Use your breath to guide yourself back into your physical form if you started to drift away. Feel the ground below. Hear the sounds around you. Smell any fragrance in the air that you can catch. Start to wiggle your fingers. Open and close your hands. If you are laying down, roll your ankles. Roll your wrists. If you are seated, take a moment to reach the arms overhead, stretch out the body, take a couple of twists, move around. If you are laying down, stretch the arms overhead, stretch from fingertips to toes, take a full body good morning stretch and draw your knees into your chest to give yourself a hug. Again, if you are still on the mat, on your back, roll over to your right side and use your arm as a pillow and let your knees and your ankles rest to the ground. If you are seated, stay where you are. Take whatever movements you like to bring your body back. For those laying on their sides, keep your eyes closed and gently join the rest of us in a seat. Sit bones rooted into the mat, shoulders relaxed away from the ears, a long spine, and hands rest on top of the knees with your palms open to the room. Come back to your breath. The most important thing about yoga is being able to breathe. Being conscious of your breath, then linking it with your movement, opens up these portals from within. It's up to us to decide where that journey will be through those portals, or if we would like to keep them closed. But the transformation happens when we trust what's going on from within, when we connect our breath with our body, with our mind and spirit. That if we journey through those portals, we can change the way that we perceive things from within, as well as out into the real world. So all those moments that were mentioned before that take the breath away, they keep those portals closed. They don't allow change to happen for the greater good. Take your breath back. Keep those portals open. Travel through them. Go through the transformation that you need. The more work we do on ourselves, the better we are for those around us and anyone else that we meet. Take another moment to come back into your breath. We will conclude today's practice with one breath to bring us all together. Inhale, sweep your arms up, palms touch at the top. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center, tuck the chin and gently bow, giving honor to each and every one of us. All right, so between these two modalities, thank you all so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate you taking your time out of your day. Again, these are going to be offered every Monday at noon. So join in, whether it's YouTube or Instagram, either one works fine. Remember that we are still accepting donations for I Look Like Love. And keep an eye out for another donation-based class. I'm not quite sure when it'll be, but I will be hosting another one, and proceeds will be going to all of the different organizations that the Black Lives Matter Rocket Yoga training is supporting. So again, thank you all so, so much. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.